I'm delighted to welcome three of this year's Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering laureates. Congratulations to all of you on your achievement, which recognizes the outstanding contribution your work has made to humanity. When did you realize that the work you were carrying on solid state lighting, which most people know as LEDs, might have such a profound global impact? George.
Yes, well, in my case, it was kind of a creeping realization because I've worked on LEDs for 50 years. And in the first years, in the 70s, we actually were selling billions of LEDs for indicator applications. And so they were sold around the world, and we knew that had an impact, but we weren't thinking really of lighting at that time. Lighting, we began to think about that really not until late 80s, early 90s is when you really began to think of the possibility of using LEDs for illumination to replace the incandescent and other type lamps.
George and I both graduated from the same university, the same PhD advisor, Professor Holniak, who's also one of the winners. And I recall when I was in graduate school that he had an interview in 1963 with the Reader's Digest, where he predicted white light from light-emitting diodes, which was a totally bizarre idea, according to everyone else. But Dr. Holniak knew that it was the most efficient way to take electricity and make light. So he felt that the commercial applications were going to draw this technology forward into the market and become the universal light source.
What's the thing that surprised you most then from this technology?
I think it's the size of the market and the size of the equipment, the number of reactors in the world, the size of those tools. When I was starting, 1 2-inch wafer was a big thing. And now they have hundreds of wafers per day, thousands of wafers per day that are 12 inches in diameter. So the size has gone dramatically from smaller to larger and keeps getting larger.
Your work's already been widely recognized. Professor Nakamura's winner of the Nobel Prize. So what does the Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering mean to you now? So what does it mean to you? Professor Nakamura, why don't you start?
Yes, when I notified that I'm winning the Queen Elizabeth Prize, and my colleagues said, wow, this is the most prestigious award because everybody knows all over the world. Because Queen Elizabeth, everybody knows. So my colleagues said, oh, this is more than a Nobel Prize because everybody knows, most prestigious. So I think in my life, I think in the most prestigious and most important prize, I think.
For me, as a personal thing, it really means a lot to be to receive this most prestigious engineering award and to hopefully come to London to receive it. That it's it's a tremendous honor.
So I think just the value of recognizing engineering by itself would be important, but by connection with the Queen makes it outstanding. And as I said, one that I certainly value as my most important prize.
You should know it honors us that you've accepted this prize. And so thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Lord Brown.
Thank you.
Thank you.